Hey traders, welcome back to the FX Heat YouTube channel. Hope everyone is having a good week so far. Apologies for missing session videos. Once again, my sleeping cycle is completely screwed up as I've been trading late New York and Asia the last couple days and ended up sleeping through London. I wanted to do a midweek review as we had some really interesting price action today. So let's get to the charts and see what's changed. Alright, starting with DXY. So DXY's been on fire the last few days. It's just pushing up like crazy. And you can see we're halfway through the month, and this candle, huge candle to the upside so far. And we've tapped the monthly supply zone. If we go to the weekly, so again on the weekly level we've been pushing up 3 weeks, had a pullback, and then 3 more weeks up, and then you can see we hit the supply zone on the weekly and started to pull away from it. So you can see the wick at the top, and on the daily we start to have a little different picture. So this candle 2 days ago pushed up into supply, and then after that came down a little, pushed up again, came right back down, and then today again pushed up even higher and then starting to push down. But the significance of the daily is we start to have a different picture because we have two bearish candles. So the first one is a doji candle, and the second one is a is a bearish candle that pushed down quite a bit, but right now we're starting to get a pullback. Whether it'll stay bearish by the end of the day, I don't know, but we'll see. And then if we go on the 4 hour, so on the 4 hour you can see we had an extreme push to the upside, followed by extreme push to the downside, and now we're just having a pullback right now. But one thing that you can see on the 4 hour is right here. I had it marked before, I don't know where it went, but we created a 4 hour chalk. So this is a big change from what we really haven't seen for a long time. I believe it's been, well, maybe you can say there was chalks in this area on DXY, but recently we haven't had any chalks up until now, on the 4 hour time frame at least. So I'm gonna skip the lower time frames on DXY and go straight to EU. So for EU, if we look at the monthly time frame, so once again it's just pushing down bearish like crazy for many months now, and we've done a few things here. We're currently in monthly demand. So again, this monthly demand you can't see on forex.com because the history doesn't go back so far. So I got this monthly demand from FXCM. And then if we go to the weekly, so once again the weekly demand I got from FXCM. So we've been pushing down, starting to pull back a little right now at the bottom of the demand. And then if we go on the daily, so on the daily time frames things start to change because we have again a doji here with a huge reaction off demand. This is daily demand that I took from FXCM, and then right after that we had a bullish candle with a huge reaction off demand. And then if we go on the 4 hour, so 4 hour, so this candle's closed. So what you can see is we had an extreme push down, and this candle could potentially be the selling climax, and then we had a rally which pushed to the upside, and then thereafter that we came down with the creation of a secondary test. We pushed off of it with a candle showing some signs of strength, and then a spring on the same candle, and then after that the next candle shows even more signs of strength. And we created a chalk. I mean, whether you want to use this liquidation wick as your chalk point, or use this candle as your chalk point, doesn't really matter because both of them created a chalk. And then if you look back, it's been a really long time since we created a 4-hour chalk. Last 4-hour chalk we created was almost a month ago. So it's been a really long time now. So this is really the first sign of bullish structure forming. We tapped parity, so we came below 1. It was 0.99984, and this was actually the liquidity target. We had a huge impulse after creating the 4-hour chalk, and for me, from tomorrow I'll be looking for longs. If we go down on the lower time frames, I can show you a little clearer of some of the scenarios I'll be looking for. So we reacted off 1 hour supply and started to push down. Some of the scenarios that I'll be looking for from now until the end of the week is to see if price pulls back up into supply and then comes down, which doesn't look like it's going to happen, or just comes right back down to supply from here. So either of these scenarios I'll be looking for. If it came to supply, I would sell the short, but as that scenario doesn't look like it's gonna happen, I probably won't be trading shorts and just waiting for price to come into the areas that I'll be looking to long. So I've marked 2 demand zones that I'll be watching closely. So we have a 15-minute flip zone here, this one, and we have the 15-minute extreme here, and we do have wicks below that as well, so there is potential for the price to come even lower, but my feeling is I think the flip zone may hold, but we'll see. But anyways, these are the zones that I would like to see the price come to before looking for longs, and assuming that the price gets to these demand zones, I'll be entering really aggressively. So the moment I see a 1-minute confirmation, I'll start to look for entries. So anyways, that more or less wraps up what I'm seeing on the charts now after CPI, because it did create some significant structure that could give us some potential longs. I mean, for potentially a bigger pullback and potentially for a reversal as well. So I don't really want to miss this trade. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. So what do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts on price action for the rest of the week. Drop a comment below. And if you found value in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to ensure you don't miss future videos. And I will try my best to get a video out for London tomorrow. See you soon. Peace.